Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Carlos Talamantes here with the new hero update. Yeah, it's not complete, so you guys gotta bear with me. I know it's been a while, so I decided to just put it out anyways. Um, but yeah, here it goes. It's a little spin off of what I used to play. I still feel like it's the best way to go. I am trying out a few cards here and there, but I'm just going to continue to test. I don't have enough experience with this format, um, but in theory, all this seems to be really good. Of course, three of my favorite hero, three Blazeman, three Miss, your standard heroes. Then you got three Bubbles, three Mr. Bubbles, you know. Then I am running the three Goldfish. Thing about this is that it can also trigger the Blaze. So you got instant absolute zero. And then, of course, you got your basic Shadow Mist and you got your Tree Toad right here. So that I'm running still. Uh, I saw some people cut this. I still feel like it's important, especially in this style build, when you can search a poly or a fusion substitute off of Blazeman. Like, say you open up with this, you pitch something, you get your miss, you set up your Dark Law. Then when you mass change this, you get a search for this. Then you have this Dark Law, then this in your hand. So you summon this, you add substitute, you pitch it with this, so you get another play, you get another fusion play, and more than likely you're able to go for game. And if you have a fusion engraved, you just got a free substitute. So it's essentially like a +2, and you get to recycle. There's a lot more combos, and I know I never made that combo video, but I'll try to get that out there because there's still a lot of combos you can do with this. So, yeah, guys, I am trying this only, and I'm gonna explain this. Uh, three hero lists. I know. I said up and sworn up and down that I wasn't gonna play this card. Um, but here's the thing. With this style of build, one of the real reasons why I didn't like it for so long is because I didn't feel like Dark Claw was enough. I didn't feel like just leaving a Dark Claw by itself was enough. But now with this style of build, it seems to be more. It seems to have more potential. Just being able to have a starter card that can give you access to more things, because you can do this to get your Dark Claw, of course. Then you can make a play, make summon this or summon this with this and this, to make boards of like, or summon this, and then you have this in hand. You can make Dark Law, Ab Zero, Tree Toad, Bahamut, something else. It makes it more all in one turn. Like there was a board that I made with Nova Zero, Absolute Zero, Dark Law, Tree Toad, Bahamut Shark, with Strike in the back, and like I can probably show you guys how to do that too, but that's the real reason why I'm trying this card out. It's still in the testing phases, but that's the reason why it's in here. I feel like I get more value out of it, opposed to beforehand when you would only get Dark Law out of it. And it seems like it would be really easy to run over. But with boards like Zero, Nova, Dark Law, Bahamut, Tree Toad all in one turn with the back row, it just seems like like it's worth a lot more. It makes the value of the card go up more. So I am testing it, and the life points are still gonna kill me, but you know you don't get anywhere unless you try things out, in life or in this game. So uh, three, three, Miracle. You guys know why I love it. Two form change. Right now I'm testing out a different ratio. One poly, one substitute, one future fusion, and one instant. With this version, with the miracles, you guys already know. I like to have as many unfair cards as I possibly can. Um, your deck is naturally so much slower, that you want cards to make the match unfair. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Two form changes because when it helps you push for game, you can use it as a defensive card. Say if say if there's like, I don't know, random card, chop stun decree, you can still use this as a defensive card. You go pull any one of these into Ab Zero or whatever, and then you just form change it. You got a Regeki on their turn, and you can set up with a different fusion so you can get your engine going again. I like this card a lot. It gives you versatility, and I can explain that in a different video and show you some plays with that. Everybody probably thinks, oh, you go for game with it, but there's so many different ways to utilize it. This, because you guys already know by now, zoos use it. I've been using this since day one. Hopefully, it's in another video from like over a year ago. This card, I know everybody says, oh, it's feature fusion, but or some people might even be like, oh, it's too slow now after the errata. But the way somebody explained it to me, a friend of mine, many tops, he has over like 10 regional tops in YCS, but he said this car's still broken because if they don't stop it, then you still get the same effect. You still go off. You always did have to wait those 2 turns to get the monster, which is true. But in the it is slower because you dump the monsters on the next turn, which does suck. I admit that. But the thing with this is that it gives them something. If they trident this, then they're forced to trident this, and then you just go off with everything else because no monsters in the game right now can stop your overwhelming amount of fusions. Like, look at all these fusion cards that are constantly live. You just completely overwhelm them, similar to how Shadal used to do. But that's that. So for the rest of the spells, you got 3 Call and a Regeki. These are the last of the spells. I want to try to fit Twin Twisters in here. Um, I am playing 40 cards, but I do have another variant that does play 60 cards for people who are worried about grass is greener. So this is where it gets a little proxied. The warning and triple strike. It's supposed to be strikes. I don't have them right now. I don't know how I feel about this card. A lot of people will say it's really good, but with so many people topping with it recently, a lot of players are starting to play around this card. And then lastly, for the traps, I only play 7. This is supposed to be Lost Moss. I think that's what it's called. Oh, Lost Wind. But this is supposed to be a third Lost Wind, so it's 3 strike, and that's all the traps. I'm considering playing Barrier, but I'm not 100% sure. The issue that I have with Barrier is with Infernoids winning and Paleo being a deck, you can still use it against Paleo to shut off the Exceed mechanic, but they float really well, and I feel like there will be better cards. I might just side the Barriers, not 100% sure, but that's where testing comes in. So, warning: 3 strikes, 3 lost win. So, that's the traps. So on to the fusions. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The fusions is really, really tight. This is mostly a fusion extra deck, but Darklaw, Anki, Dion. You guys already know the double Nova, the double Ab Zero. This is supposed to be acid. I don't have an acid right now. The people I hang out with, shout out to you, Harold, for losing your acid. Nah, he always helps me out. So then you got the Norden, for the combos. Then you got your sharks. Sometimes I feel like cutting one because I feel like with the traps you end up protecting it, but I do know sometimes it could get striked. These are supposed to be tree toads. I'm gonna be borrowing some, so we do have them. So, and then the only Exceed you play is Samurai for the Monk Blazeman combo, the one I was telling you guys about. But yeah, guys. That's it for the video. I am missing a few cards, but they are coming. That's pretty much what it is. If you guys want an explanation video more in depth, and a play video, then I will do my best to get it out there. But that's pretty much it for now, guys. Let me know what you guys want to see. You guys know this is pretty much my foundation. This is pretty much what I like. This is what I feel like I'm most skilled with. Of course, I can play any deck, but this is what I enjoy the most. And I feel like getting it on the top with this. All right. Well, that's it. Have a good day, guys.